his health started to, he started not to feel good at work.
When two people are actually giving and supporting and growing together, you kind of have this amazing experience. But
Money isn't everything. I'm not driven by it.
all these things are designed to help people really view themselves as givers.
I can do pretty much anything. That's the way I feel.
Each financial decision is not in a silo by itself. It has to be looked at and how it relates to something else in your plan. And most people are not looking at the big picture.
I have Veronica Scanlon on today. We had James Scanlon on a few episodes ago, and we're going to do a short outtake. Veronica Scanlon, One Shot Billy, welcome to Money Isn't.
Thank you very much.
When you hear money isn't, what pops into your brain?
Money isn't everything.
But.
Yeah, but we need it.
But.
Yeah,
We need
money isn't everything. That's for sure. And much like Jim, it's not something that is. I'm not driven by it. I know that he worked really hard, and he's, like you said, when he was here, that he would come home with the check and give it to me, and he didn't really look any farther than that, like it just came to me and I didn't know what happened to it.
Right. But the reason I wanted to have you on today is I wanted to talk about, in every relationship, the book, One Shot Billy, is about giving and taking, right? And in the relationship, and we see this happen all the time in different perspectives, right? But when two people are actually giving and supporting and growing together, you kind of have this amazing experience. But when somebody is taking and demanding and doing things, it doesn't really work.
Right.
Money doesn't work. Relationships don't work. And what I admire about the two of you is Jimmy has this fabulous vision of what One Shot Billy and the mirror guitar and the songs, the 200 songs and the play and aimonyou.com. And it's all these things are designed to help people really view themselves as givers.
Right.
But how do you support that? Like, because most people don't do that. And I wanted to talk about it. Like, behind every great man or a great woman is a great support person.
Right.
Right. How does that happen?
Well, when he was working, there were long days, and even when he was off, he was never really off, because when there's a deal going on, we'd be on vacation, and there would be, he'd have to attend to something, a phone call, whatever it was. So he was never really off. And I know that when he would come home, he definitely was playing music all the time, writing his songs.
Unwinding, writing his music, yeah.
Yep, playing his guitar. And that's what brought him joy, And then, like he said, that he felt like his health started to, he started not to feel good at work. And I was like, don't do it anymore.
Right. And you're always cooking like really healthy things, and your whole
Definitely.
I'm all into
you
got a
I'm all
super
into
balanced
the whole
thing. So it's not
thing. Yes.
It's not because he's eating like shit. It's,
No.
It's because he's not enjoying what he's doing.
Exactly. And it really started to take a toll on him. And we talked about it, and I said, I'm behind you 100%. Like, if this is not what's in your soul and it's not in your heart, and you're not enjoying it, leave. We'll figure it out.
You guys really did. Smallwood Wealth Management is the lead sponsor of this podcast. You have an opportunity to have a free, no obligation conversation with one of our qualified advisors. Go to smallwoodwealth.com, schedule a call, or call us at 800-797-1000 and get on our calendars. As you're doing this journey, you both have your individual journeys that, you're doing yoga, you're teaching yoga, you've got, you do bookkeeping, you do all these things, right? You're running your own thing at the same time, but simultaneously supporting. And and both of you do that, which is truly,
it is.
It's a unique experience because you don't see a lot of it.
I guess. I mean, I would like to see more of it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's the giving that comes out of this thing.
Right.
And I
Right.
think there's this perspective that I always focus on, which is, we can do anything we want in this world. We can make decisions. We can choose to live one way or the other way. We can, whatever it is. But you make certain choices that are not only good for you, but they're good for the family.
Right.
And they're good for the future, but they've got to be good for you first in order to really give. And sometimes they're not good for you, but they become good.
True. Yeah. I mean, listen, Jim has, he's a very big picture thinker, right? He's got the visions. I tend to be the person who pays attention to the details and the logistics of things.
Yeah.
So how do we get from here to there? And let me help do that. You know what I mean?
I think you actually find a tremendous amount of enjoyment
I do.
in the next step.
Yeah, I do.
Right.
I want to keep
He's
track of
10
it.
steps ahead and you're like, okay, fine, but let me take these 3 steps first before you can actually go do that.
Yeah, it's funny when we have conversations about all of that too, because he's always like, no, I want to think out here. You keep trying to go down here. I go, no, but that's where I want to be. I want to be down here. You want to be up here, so we're always trying to.
And that's what makes a great relationship is that if you're both out there, nobody can be present to take these other steps.
Right.
Right. Right.
Yes.
And that's what I want to say. Like teams, I don't care if it's a business team, a relationship team, a marriage team, a family team. When a team comes together as a team,
Right.
they actually work.
And I know what I'm good at. You know what I mean? Like I'm not good at the big picture
It's not
stuff.
where you- it's not where you
not
live.
me. It's never been me.
Right.
So I can do pretty much anything. That's the way I feel.
Right. And you're very, as I've watched the two of you evolve this whole concept, when we first got together, part of the wealth management process was really understanding what this whole thing was and how do we build this and how do we release it to the world in a way that it's going to make that impact. And there's no one way to do that.
No.
But what we've been seeing is as it evolves, as it takes on new forms, you guys are incredibly quick to adapt. Like do the audiobook, do a new website, come up with a new idea, come up with this vision of, aim on you and having it backwards. So when you look in the mirror, it is actually aiming on you, not something else.
Right.
And I think that's, I don't know. I wanted to have you on because I wanted to get your perspective on how you have basically done everything that you want to do, but at the same time, you're able to help him get to the next level.
Right.
And it's that team that I want to celebrate.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I guess we might not talk about it enough, but we feel very fortunate, that we have found each other and that we support each other 100%.
If you had, if we were sitting here 2-3 years from now, and we're looking back, what do you want Aim on You to be? Where do you see it?
I want everybody to know about it, but not in the way that, like doing the social media posts every day or 4 times a week.
Having
It's more about getting out there and talking with people and just traveling around. That's really what I would like, is for us to get out there and just meet people, talk about it.
Share the message.
Share the message and just do it a grassroots approach, and have fun.
That's the number one thing. Have fun.
Yeah,
have
we've
fun
had
giving this experience.
all this hard work that we put into this, and now it's time to enjoy. Enjoy some of it, and hopefully, hopefully the message gets out there.
Cool. Well, thanks for being on.
Yeah, thanks.
I really
for having
appreciate
me.
it.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you soon.
Yes.